The entire IT has been moving towards the cloud in about the last couple of years, and so is Microsoft Dynamics. The last release from Microsoft on the Microsoft Dynamics on the cloud was the Dynamics 365, and this brought with itself new horizons on the cloud for the various companies in the world to choose from in terms of the offering that Dynamics 365 gave. Now, when Microsoft Dynamics was released, there was a CRM component of it and there was an ERP component of it. Historically, the ERP component that was released in Dynamics 365 was called Dynamics AX per se. And when Microsoft released the Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations, it brought in the AX piece and combined it with the CRM piece to give a cloud offering to its customers and users across the globe. When this happened, the answers were given for the large enterprises because AX as a product was primarily used by large enterprises across the world. At the same time, it did not address the cloud movement for the SMEs in the world, and SMEs typically would be the small and medium enterprises whose business processes require an ERP, require a CRM for them to be able to automate their processes, to be able to be productive, to be able to be scalable, robust, and of course mapping with their vision of the organization and roadmap of the organization. So the question that was being asked at that point of time by the people who were actually using the Microsoft Dynamics SME ERP at that point of time, which was NAV. The question these people had was, what happens to the cloud movement of NAV? When does it move to the cloud? And when does Microsoft release an offering on the cloud for people who use NAV? The answer to the question from the various NAV users across the globe came about a couple of months when Microsoft announced the release of Dynamics 365 Business Central. The name Business Central has been coined, but the backdrop is NAV functionality, NAV code, and it is available in a Microsoft Online mode. Of course, the licensing is different because earlier it used to be an on-premise solution and now it is a non-cloud solution. So this offering is available, and the next release of Dynamics 365 Business Central is announced for April 2nd, which is going to get released in about 12 countries. Still, the question from people is, how do we move to the cloud? Now that we are already using a NAV on-premise solution and we plan to move to the cloud, what is the way and path for us to move to the cloud? The various questions our customers have been asking us on the same subject over the last about 4-6 months include questions about what the path is, what could be the steps involved, what happens to my current NAV customization, what happens to my current investment that I have already done in the perpetual licenses of NAV, how does the movement happen, how does my partner help me in this movement. So these are the questions which we come across often. The offering that we have given to our customers in such situations is a two-pronged approach. One-pronged approach is the first step, which includes taking your current NAV on-premise solution, whichever version the solution may be on, to NAV 2018, which was the latest release in an on-prem mode. Our offering includes building extensions in NAV 2018 where we are moving our customers' existing NAV customizations to extensions, wherein it does not interfere with the NAV source code. And since it does not interfere with the NAV source code, the simplest thing possible is the movement to cloud becomes very easy. In any case, in the Microsoft Dynamics Business Central, the code is going to sit in a different layer when it is customized code. and the source code will reside in the core product. The other advantage one gets from moving to the extensions using NAV 2018 is the motto of them to be cloud ready. Now, when they get cloud ready and in future, maybe in 4 months, 6 months, 1 year, whenever they decide to move to the cloud, be it Business Central, then the path of movement technically is going to be very easy. The other aspect which one needs to understand is that when you are moving your customizations to extensions, the customization movement is not completely in line with how it is customized today. It requires a complete redesign, it requires a bit of redevelopment. It is quite possible that you may have integrated NAV with many other third-party solutions or CRM for that matter. So these integrations continue to be there on the cloud. There is no need for you to worry about what happens to these integrations, because when we move to the cloud, the integrations also move to the cloud with the code that is there in the customized form in your existing version. Once you move, the additional features that you get from the newer versions, be it Business Central or 2018, are available to you for use. And since you can adopt those features, identify which are useful for them, you can quickly pick up this journey towards cloud, and the steps towards this journey towards the cloud becomes very easy with this approach that we are suggesting and recommending. You can also subscribe to our channel to keep updated on the latest news about the Business Central and the journey towards cloud. Thank you.